Mr. President, Madam Vice President, colleague leaders, and friends in the fight for democracy, Dominica welcomes this summit. We count it as a signal of the recognition that democracy requires constant renewal and protection, as well as engagement at the domestic and international levels. This is the only way in which democratic processes, institutions, and societies can remain robust and relevant in a rapidly changing world. The threats to democracy have many guises, from drowning out the voice of the people, to the denial of opportunity, to the erection of barriers of social and economic inequity. Dominica's democracy rests on empowering our citizens, delivering opportunity, jobs, education, health, land ownership, and housing for all. In our country, we have enlarged the say of citizens in their governance through community-based processes, such as village and constituency councils. With the establishment of Wi-Fi to citizens island-wide and in all public spaces, we are ensuring that the democratization that is engendered by access to technology and information, together with the means to express opinions unfettered, is enjoyed by citizens across all socio-economic levels in our country. Dominica's democracy rests on multiple planks, which we are constantly reinforcing. To modernize and improve the electoral system, Dominica has established an Electoral Reform Commission, which is reviewing regional best practices, consulting widely with and obtaining the views of citizens and stakeholders, and will make appropriate recommendations. Dominica has a strong tradition of free and fair elections and the protection of human rights. And on the issue of corruption, of 180 countries on Transparency International's Corruption Perception Index, Dominica ranked 48. Being of mixed ethnicity, Dominicans know that no country can boast of being a democracy unless its institutions, policies, legal systems, and practices stamp out racial prejudice and institutionalized racism. As a proud member of the Caribbean community, Dominica stands in defense and in support of democracy in our region. We uphold the principles of the charters of the United Nations and the OAS and the principles of multilateralism, which respect the sovereignty of the state. Issues of governance and democracy must include multilateral relations. The world and the countries which comprise it have changed and continue to change. The member states which now make up the United Nations system are not the same which existed at the time that organization was formed. Hearing and respecting the voice and place of all the peoples of the world is central to modern democracy. It is therefore essential that there should be reform of the United Nations Security Council to reflect the modern world, and in particular, to create seats for Africa and small island developing states, which numerically make up a substantial block of the UN's member states. Dominica is deeply conscious that democracy is a work in progress, requiring constant effort and perpetual vigilance. My country commits to continuing to strengthen all aspects of democracy, but in particular to ensuring that equity, inclusion, justice, opportunity, and the freedom to make choices are core principles of democracy on which our country will remain rooted. Brothers and sisters, I thank you.